So let's say that you wanted to adjust this brightness. Now where it is actually needed, okay? So let's say that you're actually working as in the domain where the image is getting live streamed, okay? So for example, if you're actually like working in a space origin, okay? Or let's say your most preferable area of research is taking the image from the solar system, okay? Now the image that you are supposed to take, okay, some portion of the image is like very bright and some portion of the image is very blur, okay? And let's say that from the brighter image, right, some portion of that brighter image you wanted to neglect it. Now there is two way, either you crop it or either you diminished some of those image. Or let's say that the image that you are getting, right, from the very night vision camera, that image containing lot more information, but because the image is so diminished that you could not able to like take out different case studies from it. So what you will do is that you will try to increase the pixel, okay? I hope you will get it right. You try to increase the pixel. So whatever the image you have, I have already told you that these images are already in the pixelated format, okay? So you will see that wherever my pixel is like less than 30 to 40, 20 to 30%, right, I will try to explicitly increase that pixel so that my image brightness will get increased, so that I can like get so many information from this captured image, right? So that is why image enhancer, okay? So image enhancer class comes into picture, okay? So this one, so if you really wanted to like see these things, so let me show you one more thing. So this is my original image looks like, okay? This is my original image looks like. And let's say that I wanted to increase the brightness of this image, okay? So how can I actually increase the brightness? Similarly, I will be calling from the image, so from the pillow, okay, I will be calling the image enhancer as a subclass. From this subclass I am actually calling a method. Inside this method I am passing an image, right? Now I'm just like locating, like I want the brightness to approx 1.5, okay? So the brightness region is like 1 to 10, right? So like let's say that I wanted to like do the brightness. You can actually see the range. I'm not sure about what should be the range here, but like let's say that I put the range as 1.5, okay? Now what does it do is that, let's say that if I just going to plot it, right? So you can see the brighter image, okay? Have you compare, see this image and then this image, right? Similarly, let's say that if you wanted to like make this image a little darker, okay, so what you will do is that you will just try to decrease this like 1.5 to let's say 0.5, and the same thing you're supposed to see, right? So let me just show it to you. This one, right? See, so it has to be dark. See, I'm not done anything. See, enhancer.enhance, okay? Because enhancer is basically a sub module inside this the image enhancer class, okay? So here if I just see, the image is getting dark here, okay? Now let's say that if I just going to 0.1, the image is much dark here, okay? So in this way you can actually try to do the image enhancement, reducing the contrast of the image, like reducing like up, like increasing the brightness of the image, okay, then like increasing the diminished portion of the image by your own case study. So similarly, let's say that if you wanted to like increase the brightness, so if you wanted to make a very high contrast image, you can actually use it, right? So I'm just supposed to use here high contrast, okay? See, my image is getting contrasted in a very high pixelated format, right? So in this way. Now suppose like if you wanted to draw some kind of a bounding boxes, but before bounding boxes I think I have already showed you, right, that how to crop the image, right? So let me give you one task, okay? Take out, I've already given you some kind of a this example of in the semiconductor domain, right? So you will be having so many image of, let's say, the chips, okay? So what I want is that I want you to first of all try to gather this chip image, okay? You will get a data from anywhere, okay? And just try to segregate this chip image by using the edge detection, okay? By using the edge detection from the CV2 library. Now how will you do that thing? You can actually apply so many things. First of all, you try to use the image cropping operation, but before using the cropping operation, let's say that you have a chip. So let me show you. Let's say that this is basically the some portion of your chip, the black region, okay? And you have, let's say, 1,000 image, correct? Now with this chip, right, now what I want is that first of all try to use the CV2 edge detection so that you will get the arrangement of the cracks, okay? And wherever you will see wherever you will find a pattern, because AI is all about finding the pattern. Okay, so wherever you are actually finding the pattern where you see a very disoriented design, okay, from the edge, so you try to classify it into the bad chip and a good chip. Okay, wherever you see that there is a disorientation, you try to classify into the bad chip folder and then good chip folder. Now once you actually do the classification part, okay, the next task for you is to do the image cropping thing, which means that wherever there is a disorientation of the edge, okay, you wanted to crop only that part, okay, rest you wanted to leave it. Okay, so you can just apply the image cropping operation, which I already told you. Okay, you can just take out the pixel calculation, you can just take out the pixel only this interested area, and you can actually try to crop the image, right? Similarly, you can do it by yourself, right? There are many different case studies in the industry that people are like doing it into just for the image processing part. I'm not telling you to like train the model, okay, I'm just telling you to do the image processing by yourself, so that you can, once you look after by your own work, then you will feel more confident that these processing things you have done by your own self from the very basic, okay, but just by using these OpenCV and Pillow libraries, right?